Well, here we go. Once again, back into the domain of not really doing anything. How you doing, people? You having fun? Today, I'm going to be looking at playing some Shadowdark. Now, unfortunately, my physical copy of the book hasn't arrived yet, so I'm stuck with PDFs. How awful is that? Why am I not streaming? Well, because just setting streams up is a pain in the backside, I suppose. And when it comes to YouTube, the lack of a kind of a hobby or a TTRPG section is kind of a nuisance. But hey ho. I'll probably never post this, so we'll just get on with the game. Let's get on with some playing. So we've got 4 characters. These are in the top left-hand corner, Searwyn, who is a halfling magic user. They're pretty okay. Lots of intelligence. They got charm person, sleep, and hold portal. Halflings are kind of cool because once per session they can once per day even they can vanish for 3 rounds, so that's handy. We have Iran Torkin, who is a half-orc fighter. They're pretty tough. They've got a good strength. I rolled these. So I don't do 3d6 down the line. What I tend to do is, for OSR style characters, is 2d6, 1d4 plus 2. And I tend to find that it gives you a slightly nicer range. So, you know, it's just something I do. I found it gives me nice numbers. Very, very good fighter, though. And then we have... who are you? Who's this next one? My handwriting is awful. Let's see if I can read it if I bring it up to my face. And it doesn't help that something's just got in my eye, so I can't actually see out of one of them. So that's nice. So we've got a dwarf thief, Crash. That? There's not much room to write in these, so we end up writing really small, and my handwriting is not the most legible at the best of times. Cloche? We'll give him a name as we go. So they're a thief. Nothing very amazing about them. They get a bonus 2 hit points. And then we've got Tinok Toren, who is the priest, who I rolled up as chaotic. So that's exciting. I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy Shadowdark, but it's got some good tables, so if nothing else, we can use it for exciting table-y stuff, right? And I found a blank notebook, so entirely blank. Do. I quite like using. I'm sure I've probably said this before. I like using dot notebooks because you can do anything with them, right? You can write, you can draw, you can do all the bits and pieces. And again, this video is more of just yet again testing setups and figuring out kind of what's the best configuration of stuff. So I got some Dungeons and Dragons tarot cards, which, of course, because Wizards of the Coast are annoying, let's just put it that way, they don't have the normal things, right? I don't know much about tarot, but most oracles that use most oracles that are using, let's move this way a bit, actually. Let's get these dice out of the way. Most oracles that use tarot, of course, use proper tarot, right? Not Dungeons and Dragons names. So it's like we've got like charisma, strength, I think it's intelligence and something else. And I think in tarot it's like swords, crowns, cups, and something else. So annoying, but Shadowdark doesn't use those anyway, so we probably don't need to worry about it. Another thing that I deployed, and I don't know if it's going to be useful. Probably not that useful here for this, but it's kind of cool. Is kind of have an action cam for kind of getting in on the little guys, and gals. Then you can see what a mess everything is in. The back screen there is just for Mork Borg cover. You can see it here. Right. I don't know whether or not I should put this on a tripod or have it on an arm. I have it on the arm because I have the arm. Well, I used to have the I think I used to have my camera attached to this arm, as in like the face camera for Miss Slime. But now I've got this on here. But I don't know if I should just if it would be easier if I put it on the tripod. We'll see how it goes. Because of course now my face camera is on a tripod, right? So yeah, that's that. We'll see. We'll see if we need it. We'll see if it's useful. I don't think it's going to be useful for Shadowdark because I don't think we'll be doing much work with miniatures. But we'll see. And because of Dwarf Thief, we've got a Dwarf Thief, and the only dwarf figures I have are like this. This guy. And he is definitely not a Dwarf Thief, right? He is very much a dwarf fighter. So, not exactly what we're looking for. So most of my figures are from what's the game called? Frostgrave. All these wee folk are from Frostgrave. Yeah, so not great for Dungeons and Dragons if you're creating if you're using other species or ancestries, right? So the fighters are half orc. So I rolled all these randomly, right? So I rolled a d6 for species, and I rolled I picked for class, I rolled for stats, I picked for background. Well, I kind of rolled for the backgrounds, and they kind of just tallied up, and they're pretty good. So yeah. And then I picked equipment. All of them have a crawling kit. So in Shadowdark, a crawling kit gives us... That's the wrong game. That's Star Wars. I was thinking about trying to play with the Fantasy Flight Star Wars game again. We'll see. So, what was I looking for? Oh, right, the crawling kit. And also, what I want to see is if you really set up quick keys on my little deck for all of these, but I'm lazy and I'm stupid, so I haven't. Equipment, right? That's what we were thinking about. Gear, yeah. So, gear, yeah, the crawling kit comes with like backpack, all these things. Torch, rations, iron spikes, grappling hooks, and rope. One thing about this is that you really can't afford chainmail with a starting character. That's just not a thing, because you get 2d6 times 5 gold pieces. So hypothetically, yes, you could have a chainmail, but that'd be it if you rolled max, right? So yeah. One thing about this is it's got loads of cool tables, which is going to be really useful for what we're doing. So I rolled up a little what's the opening adventure thingy. Let's turn the PDF off now. PDF, where are you hiding? There you are. And we will be going into the I don't think I rolled a name for the catacombs though. But we're going into the catacomb. We're going into some catacombs. Another thing this is going to be is kind of like a test of my audio. Oh, that's one reason why that was a lot louder. Okay, we're going to do a test of not a test. We're going into the catacombs. The catacombs. And we're looking for we're looking to steal the vampire's medallion. That was it. Medallion. Oh, I also need solo dark. So we're going to try and mostly use solo dark for most things. Just so we can get the hang of it, right? The solo dark is a set of solo rules for Shadowdark. I have the books coming, but let's roll for the dungeon name, right? So it's D100 multiple times. So there we go. 88 is 88 is the depths, right? Depths 75. Depths of the hidden 33. 33. That's I don't like that. 88. It was sailor. I'm like no. Depths of the hidden runes. Okay. Well, really, I should use the catacombs, right? The catacombs of the hidden runes, because you know I've already rolled up what the catacombs of the hidden runes. Right. Cool. Catacomb of Hidden Runes. Best practices. We all know. We know all this. Oracle. So the oracle for this is a D20. 1 to 9 is a no. 11 to 20 is a yes. 10 is a twist, and then odd numbers are a but, right? If your oracle check is an odd number excluding 1, the outcome has a turnabout phrased as a but. This alters the situation without fully negating the results. So that doesn't give you an and, right? So here we are immediately going... if we go odd is a modifier, and high-low on the D6 is whether it's an and or a but, right? So low is and, high is but. So that means with a 16 and a 1, that's not a modified roll because it's even, right? 11 and a 4, that's a yes and a but. I think that's what I said. Let's make a note, actually. Where is something that I can make a note on? Excuse me a second. Whilst I roll around my room. At least I think you'll do. It would require me to also find... You? You good? This might be good. Yeah, okay, right. High. But low. And only on D20 odd. Right. Got ourselves a little note. Don't knock over all the things. I've knocked over all the things. That would be behind me. Easier for me to see, but no one else can see, so... Actually, maybe if we do it where all these dice are living. Yeah. Look at that beautiful handwriting. Doesn't Miss Slime have beautiful handwriting, I say? I don't think I do. But hey, it is what it is. So, we're going down into the Catacombs of the Hidden Runes. Now, that's a question. This is something I got halfway through checking, of course. There are lots of prompts. Prompts are good. What I want is... and I should, again, this is why this is just kind of a... this is why this is kind of a test run. And why we're definitely not streaming it. Although streaming it would probably be better. Is that we're going to... Random encounters, traps, hazards, modes of play, random encounters. That's fine. Traps, it's fine. Gauntlet. Awarding XP. Something happens. Oh no. Oh no. Maps. Here it is. Okay. Oh no, that's site size. So roll or choose a size type. Then take the number of dice listed for the dungeon size and roll them together on a blank sheet of paper. Note the positions where the die fell. Draw an outline. I hate this way of making maps. I don't like this. I don't like this way of making maps. It's annoying. This whole kind of like roll dice on a piece of paper, and it's like, well, I only use small pieces of paper. I don't have the room. So this is going to be another kind of, I suppose. So this is a table. Right, so roll, choose site size. So I'm cool with that. That's fine. I mean, I was imagining that you'd roll the site size and then you'd roll that number of rooms. But this is kind of taking that stupid 5-room dungeon approach, and I hate the 5-room dungeon. I mean, I don't hate it. If I've only got like a 2-hour one-off session, I'm cool with it. But no, not really. And I hate boss monsters. We'll just count boss monsters as like a big monstrous monster. Okay. Minor hazards. Okay, cool. This is fine. This is fine, but the one thing we're not going to use is this site. We'll use the site size, but we won't use the roll the dice on a table nonsense. So 4 is a medium dungeon, so that's 8d10. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. We'll just roll this twice. 8, 14, 22 rooms, 24 rooms, 29 rooms, 37 rooms, 42 rooms. So about 42 rooms in this dungeon. I should make a note on the little piece of paper. 42-ish rooms. That feels like it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 floors, right? But on that, what we need is a real... oh, actually, I was saying that. Let's unshare that. Let's open up Drive-Thru-RPG. We said, oh, let's play it vanilla, and then I just keep on finding things, but like, I could probably do slightly better than that. I think I have a source which is slightly better than that. So I have this solo RPG GME, and I think this has a dungeon generation process. Random event generator, secret discovery system, NPC attitudes, motivations, NPC conversations. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, maybe it was... I was looking at something the other day that did have it. So, maybe flex, blah, 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 blah. Try saying that over and over again. That gets a bit weird in your mouth. I don't want that. 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 I've forgotten what I'm doing. Drive-Thru-RPG. Flex. Now, if you've never seen Flex, the Flex Tail and the Flex AI stuff, it is ridiculous. Mobile-friendly PDFs. Yeah, please. I want 1 page per page. I want fit height. And I don't want scrolling. Thank you. No, I do want that turned on. Okay. No. Wrong one. Right. There we go. Does this have my name on it? No, it doesn't. Good. So, this again is a book that has ridiculously small typing. But... solo quests, balance, rules. See, a clever person would rock up. Quick start. I think it's probably in the quick start section. Yeah. Okay. So, if I show you this is kind of a... this is what we could describe as extensive as a... solution. Of course, that's... how about if I move that back a little bit this way? There you go. It's probably not very legible on here, but... it has a bunch of stuff for simulating enemies. I don't think that's too requirement, but this is the important stuff, right? So... this helps build rooms, and we will pick like A through D. Let's go for like a context B. The party and its allies are advanced abilities relative to their level. If the party and its allies are reduced abilities relative to its level. If you wish for an advanced level of difficulty regardless of a party's ability, or to introduce a bit of bad luck. So actually, let's go for D. So we'll be using this D column. And you'll see here on the right-hand side, we've got some geomorphs, and then we have other things that we can get. And I think when we start, just go up here a second, we just create a starting room. as we arrive at the gaping maw that is the. Actually, I should get that other book open. Now that I think about it, 'cause it's got some cool stuff. What was it called again? It was called. Let's type in solo. Now, yeah, that one. So this is a cool little book if you want to do solo stuff. My world is full of wee things. But one of the cool things it has in here, other than lots of stuff, is this is a tarot card system. Where was it? Yes, no, oracles, table of contents. Was this it? Now you can see why I'm not going to stream this one, eh? Encounters, wilderness contexts. I thought this was the one that had it in. NPC, tarot generator. Twist checks. Mosaic mystery system. Various tables. Oh no, it wasn't this. Okay, fine. I must have been looking at yet another book that had cool stuff in it that would be useful, but I don't know which one it was. Let's have a look. It might have been Master Solo Engines. Might have been. This is why I shouldn't be allowed to do anything on my own. No, it wasn't this. This is a bit shit. I kind of get what it's going for. Anyway, let's just move right on. Let's just ignore whatever it was I was thinking about. So we've got this the entrance to the catacombs, right? And we want to find out what does it look like. So we'll have a prompt, please. So what do we see? 56. Always the second page. Break and noun 14. Light. Broke and light. Well, let's think about that for a second. The light is as we enter the kind of area of the entrance to this ancient kind of dilapidated catacomb, the kind of mausoleum entry kind of mouth to this thing. You know how you get those little like those little buildings in graveyards where there's a door and you go into the door. That's all kind of like really run down and kind of there's bits of holes in the roof and whatnot. And as we've entered this area, the light has become notably less prominent, right? We're like unable to, you know, it's become gloomy despite the bright light outside of the area. And Tinnock is like, this is a good omen. I love myself a gloomy crypt on a sunny day. And the others look at him and are like, shut up, Tinnock. Your obsession with crypts is most unnatural and unruly. But yeah, so we go in, and this it's initially a just a stone room with some stairs going down. I think, right? So that's the most obvious thing, right? So it's a small stone room with fading lights. Now, apparently in the main game, they're supposed to use a D. Not a D, an hour for one torch, right? But in solo play, it's supposed to be 10 rounds I don't know why people can't just leave it alone, right? And do like six turns for an hour, etc. So I'm just going to use traditional again, entirely breaching my rules around just using the books. So do I have any scent? So I imagine that it's musty in here, and there's cobwebs everywhere, and the quiet skitter of rats in the dark. And as we light it up and we head down into the crypt, right? So what are we rolling here? Is it a D20? It's a D20. Okay. So we roll a D20 and find out what our stairs descend into. 19. A T straight left hall. Okay, so the if we draw it like so, you can't see because I'm the worst dungeon maker of them all. And the problem is, this is kind of a bit far. I should really sort out. So again, testing nonsense, right? Just so that we can get a better feel for everything. So we've come down and we're in this kind of area. So are we going to go left or straight ahead? I think we'll go straight ahead. I'm invariably going to run out of room on this and be really annoyed that I drew that there. I mean, we're only going to count rooms to this 42-ish rooms as well, right? Okay, and there's an option for staircase down on here. Okay, cool. So, and let's, let's... Does this have a, It's got clues. It's got start quests, side quests. What I'm looking for is whether or not it has atmospheric tables. It doesn't. It's kind of annoying. That's something that I think that in order for this to really be like a proper solo system, I feel like it needs a lot more prompts, a lot more tables. But then the main book has a lot of tables, right? So broadly, corridors are just like locations for random encounters unless there's a thingy. Let's double check. Note the number on each side. The site object or boss monster indicates the highest room type roll. Whatever. This is still thinking most hazards, solo monsters, overland. We're not interested in overland. Yeah. Okay. Not really anything here to help us with what we're trying to do. I've definitely got a table for this somewhere. I'm really annoyed that I can't remember where it was. Forbidden Lands, Vesson solo rules, Gemulator. I don't really like it. The Gemulator. I'm sure it could be really, really good if you would just better all this for me. But the Gemulator is a bit of a pain in the ass. OSR solo. I seem to remember that not being very good. Was it DM yourself? Maybe. Maybe it was this one. DMing yourself. Time-consuming behaviors. Yeah, it is this one. Okay. The immersion table. Right. Let's roll. Free site. I seem to remember there's like a do. Yeah, here we go. Site. I like this. It's got these 2d20s. I need an extra d20. I always like using this one. So 9, 7, 9. Fragile 7. Conspicuously placed. Okay, so there's something in this corridor that is conspicuously placed. So let's use the prompt. Not really do it. Oh no, I do want prompt. Okay. Oh shit. And you'll also notice D20s are not the kind of dice that I want to be rolling. 71 and 64. Okay, 71 and 64. 71 scatter, 64 death. Okay, so there's not really that unusual for this kind of location. There are although, I mean, as opposed to being placed in the kind of alcoves as you'd expect them to be, the bones of the people entombed here are scattered across the floor haphazardly, right? Bones scattered. Bones scattered, that's what we've got here. Okay, so we could probably... These are 10-foot squares. So we could probably... I mean, we probably can't, right? We've just come down here. We could probably see down these a little bit to see what the next rooms are. Or the next areas, right? So... 5. Roll again with threat. If re-rolled, the result is a chamberless. Populate with a trap. If re-rolled is a chamber, populate with an encounter. Okay. 20. Roll again with treasure. Okay. Roll again. Okay, and again. 17. Okay. So this one goes like so. Right? But there's a trap. So I'm not going to put the treasure in the corridor. Or maybe I will. I will. Of course, it's a trapped chest, right? So that's going to be a trapped chest. And I think that the trap oh right, okay. And for each of these rooms, or some of these rooms, dead end generators, quick start chamber. So every chamber you do one of these. Dead end generator. So we had a trap, right? Okay. And then these will be D20 again, right? So 4. Slow to react. Reroll. Suffer disadvantage on all checks related to the resulting trap. This negates unusually alert. If a second result of slow to react. Okay, and then we roll again. Okay. 6. Lightning. Okay. I think this green indicates... No. Does it? Does this green, or should this... Is this... Hold on, I've got to look closer. Yeah, okay. So the green is, I think... Hold on. Um, okay. Wand, reflex, 2d8. I'm trying to figure out... Because I'm colorblind as hell, right? So... I'm trying to figure... So this is definitely the damage that's done. Save or suffer electrical damage. I don't know why... Reflex, dexterity, reflex, wand, Oh! I think I understand it. Right. So this roll wand to get out of the way. But because this is basically a 5e clone in a lot of ways when it comes to these rolls, dexterity is the roll, right? And it'll do the damage as indicated here, I think, in this column. And okay. I mean, the thief is definitely going to go and look at the chest, and I kind of imagine that they're there checking it for checking the chest for traps, but the trap is actually in the floor, and this lightning comes shooting down to try and hit them, and they roll disadvantage, right? So because slow reactions, and let's go. Shadowdark's difficulty curves. Oh, is it here? No. I hate getting experience for carousing. Stakes. What else have we got going on? All the spells. We don't need this. Difficulty is what we're looking for. Show the basics. I expect it'll be in here. Is it? Okay, checks. This is called making a check. Yeah, we know. GM might say leaping over chasm is... No. Okay, cool. So, I mean, I reckon difficulty 12, dexterity roll. So the thief has a +1 to dexterity. Let's see. Doesn't succeed on either dice. So they are going to get killed, I expect. We'll see. Then what's for white? I'm going to roll a d4 to figure out which level it's at. 3. So that's 2d6 of damage. 10. They are dead. I think death is death in this, but let's double check. Hit points. Injuries cause you to take damage and lose hit points. Typical weapon, deal 1d6 damage. You regain hit points. Characters at 0 hit point die in 1d4 +1 Constitution modifier rounds. Dead characters are restored. So characters at 0 hit point die in 1d4 plus Constitution rounds. Do I have a way of saving them? This has got light and protection from evil. Turn undead. No one really has any healing spells. Let's have a look in Shadowdark. Defer to the game. So as the lightning comes down and Krosh collapses after the juddering a lot. We will oh wow, they're not very intelligent. The halfling magic user. Yeah. Well, no, probably Iran Torlin, the thingy will try and save him, but they'll get disadvantage, and it's 2d20 because they were well and truly fried, right? No. Okay, so they're dead already. Love it for him. That's an event. So yeah, they're dead, electrocuted. C'est la vie. Now we're down a thief. That's unfortunate. And we can't really take their stuff because we're all pretty heavily loaded. But we can open out their box, that treasure box now. So we'll definitely head over and go. Well, let's reopen that. Let's reopen that their treasure box now. Does it have a treasure generator? It does. Right. 13. Wand, staff, rod. Okay. Damaging spell. Okay. I wish these were linked. That would be really useful. Roll spell damaging. Mundane item, weapon generator, combat encounter, beneficial damaging spell generator. Okay. 4. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no. Complex unlucky magic. You suffer disadvantage on your saves. Okay. So, this magic item is cursed. Cone of cold. Okay. Yeah, and we'll do the same as we did last time. Oh, wow. 4. So, it's a cone of cold that does 14d6 damage in the cone. Okay. Let's note that down. Wand, cone of cold, 14d6. You suffer disadvantage on your save against the magic, or enemies gain advantage on their saves. So a couple of things. First off, it's going to have charges. It's pretty powerful, so I don't think it'll have many. So we'll roll a d6. D6 charges? 2d6 charges. 2d6 charges. 9 charges. 9 charges. That's actually quite a lot of charges. I wasn't expected to roll a 6. I was a little bit generous. I think I was a little bit over generous. So we'll just give it the 6 charges. I just didn't want to end up with 1. 3 charges. And then... yeah. Well, that was a bit of a surprise. Hopefully we'll find someone lower down in the dungeon who can help us out, right? Who can resolve this problem for us. Oh yeah, complex unlucky. So it's only got 3 charges. I mean, I don't want to be hit by this spell, so What do you think would be a good disadvantage for this spell? I mean, it's cold. We could say that whilst they have it, I mean, they're kind of cold, right? So they'll be at disadvantage on all constitution rolls, right? Disadvantage on all con rolls. And that's just whilst they have it on them, right? So, oh dear. Strength is 12. Okay, so they do have a room for this wand. Right, but they're now at disadvantage. No, I don't need to. Blah, blah. So many things in so many places, all of the time. Sorry. So they do have a space for this wand. So Serwyn has the wand, but they are now at disadvantage on all con rolls. Cool. Let's go back up here. Where is it? Come on. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Here we go. Right. I mean, we've got to go on. We're not going to give up just because one of us got turned into crispy fried critter. I mean, a sensible group of people would retreat and get a new thief. I mean, we are only at the door. But then that might not sound too good if we turned around and go, how far did you get? And we go, well, we opened the door, there was a chest, and the thief got turned into a wee mess. So, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is continue north, right? What do we see north? 1. Oh, God. Roll again with threat. 9. 9 is a... Well, we can see a door, right? And this room is a T, so... Suddenly we realise that actually the corridors need to be bigger, but hey-ho. If you see what I mean. And we are already out of space, right? So, let's have a quick look down here. Hallway generator. Context. So really we should be using this for each hallway block we go into. Okay. And then this for each chamber we go into. Okay. Okay. Does it have anything about doors? I'll just presume that every room has doors. Room has doors. And all doors are stuck by default, right? So it triggered this trap. We see this door up there. Well, I mean, we're down here anyway, so we head up to that door and have a listen. Now, a few things we need to do. Oh, shit. So there's definitely a combat encounter in here. We know that because we rolled again with threat. So there's a combat encounter in here. But I think we also need to roll the chamber table, right? Let's roll the chamber table. 1. No encounter. We know there is an encounter. So this room otherwise would have been empty, but there's clearly some kind of beastie moving through it. So, combat encounters. This is kind of not a terrible situation, I suppose. We're in the long list of how terrible the situation can be. Secret doors, treasures, potions, armors, spells. No. We've gone past it. Or is it somewhere else? Where are we? Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Combat encounters. Rules adjustments, we don't want that. Rewards, we don't want that. Penalties, we don't want that. Appendices, combat encounters. There we go. Overview, specific combat encounters. Oh, that didn't help. Then Shadowdark. Does Shadowdark have table? Come to us. Table? No. Shadowdark doesn't have a table. That's kind of annoying. Something happens. Gauntlet, rivers, random encounters. Okay. D6 for distance. I mean, we're in the room. So, at far end of the room? No, we're kind of around the door. What are they doing? 6. Eating. Okay. It doesn't really give me any indication as to... Oh, no, no, that's a reaction roll. And traps. Okay, that's not very useful. The Shadowdark table doesn't give us any idea. Flex roll. PC rolls. Solo quests. Appendices. Quick encounters. There we go. What are we looking for? Quick encounters. Quick encounters are designed as minor distractions. No combat encounters. Simplified combat encounters. Flex tail monsters. Initiative and surprise. I mean, this is a catacomb, so really the monsters are going to be... particularly if it's a wandering set of monsters. So they're looking around, so they aren't going to be zombies, and they're not going to be skeletons, because they tend to be... I mean... I just want to ask, is the monster, are they ghouls? I swear I saw some dude rolling on a table for monster packs. I swear I saw it somewhere. Where did I see it? Solo RPG, is it in here? See, what you end up needing is a blast. Well, this is why you should keep it only in one book. But then you always find that there's something missing. Yes, no, oracles. It's probably not this one. It's probably DM yourself, isn't it? All combat tactics tables. I don't need combat tactics. I need combat encounters. Need combat encounters. This is how to play Curse of Strahd on yourself, by yourself. Yeah. Immersion table. So the immersion table is the best thing in this, I think. So that's not very useful. In here, they don't really cover... They don't really cover monster encounters in that. They don't really cover monster encounters in this. Ah, I remember. I remember. It was the room, right? Was it the room? Set the tone, start small, pulp, random encounters, reaction checks, traps, hazards, awarding XP. I think I remember we saw it, we looked at it, and everything. It was in here. It's in here somewhere. No, not low stakes. No, not downtime. No, not scrolling. Is it in here? No. No. Is it in... It was in the stupid creating a dungeon section, but I didn't like some parts of it, but other parts were good. Well, good's an overstatement. Other parts would be useful in this situation. Carousing downtime, game master. Random encounters? No, this is one I was just looking at and it's not very useful. NPCs, rival crawling parties, NPC names. This is it, the Shadowdark maps. Okay, so there's solo monster, monster mob, boss monster. So that's 1 to 2 solo monster, 3 to 4 monster mob, 6 big monster. Oh, well, that's great. Big monster. Okay. 2. Oh, religious leader. Okay. Religious leader. So that makes me think that they're a cleric of some sort. So let's roll for NPC, I suppose. D12. 10. Halfling. D8. I hate it when you keep on changing. Well, this does mean... yeah, no, you can't. 5. Middle-aged. 1. Lawful. Extravagantly wealthy. Qualities. 18. 6 fingers. 20. Smokes a pipe. 7. Needlessly picks pockets. Okay, fair enough. Bit weird. 2d4. So this is one way of generating it, but I'm starting to feel like I should probably have just made some kind of assumption and said, but 1. Gravedigger. Okay, right. That kind of makes sense to how we're down here. So they're just like they're a necromancer, right? Because that's what makes sense for being down here. And they see us, and we see them. And reaction 7. They have their own reaction table for. They have a reaction table for. This was in that other section of random encounters. Classes, gear, magic, gameplay. Crawling, stuff and surprise, combat, downtime, using stats, making checks. Game master, balance. Blech. Blech. No one likes balance. Balance is a terrible idea. Cast your balance out of your TTRPGs. Running, Corey Foss, nonsense. Where did they go? Where did this thing go? Oh my god, I'm the worst. I am the worst. I don't know what I'm doing. I am an idiot. Everything's trying to kill me. Hazards, gauntlet, random encounters, that is it, right. 7, suspicious. Right, so they're kind of like, oh, what are you doing down here? Now, the party has 2 lawful individuals and one chaotic. Now, here's the thing. He just looks like a gravedigger, right? An extravagantly dressed gravedigger, perhaps. But I mean, probably when he's on the job, he just looks like a gravedigger. So he's like, what are you people doing down here? And they're like, we are searching for the, we are searching for the amulet of the vampire lord, says Iran, because they're lawful and they've got a low intelligence. And Searwyn goes, hey, but shh, and the vampire lord. Oh, well, I won't be seeing you again. Ah, well, please feel free to travel these depths. What we noticed earlier that the bones had been disturbed. Mice, just mice, large mice, but mice nonetheless. And kind of this point, the party are probably all looking at each other and being like, does this seem legit to you? And wisdom roll. A wisdom check for one of them. Yeah, smell on your own, I suppose. So Tinnock is going to do a wisdom check. I think it's a 15. It's a 3. No one amongst the group suspects anything. So even though the thing said combat encounter, right? I'm still going to roll the rolls to check to see whether or not it is or not. Well, good luck. So we should probably note down cult leader, suspicious of party necromancer, right? Six-fingered necromancer. Six-fingered pickpocketing necromancer. And I got something else I need to do in a minute, so I'm gonna stop recording here, and maybe I'll do something again later. Bye bye. Here we go. More testing. Yeah. I moved some stuff around. So why don't I put the little camera on a little tripod to see how that goes. And I've moved this camera closer to me. And the idea there being that then this Wii pad is way easier for me to draw. Of course, now the back of my PC is in the way, but you know, this is the life in which we live. So this might be a better little setup. We'll see. I should probably move. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Maybe I need to go here and hit that. How are we doing? Yeah. Right, so we're back to Shadowdark, right? So we'd come into this here room, and we met a dude who we aren't aware of, but who is a necromancer. There's a tiny fly flying around. I kind of assume it lives here because there's always this tiny little fly. He's tiny fly, and he loves flying just in front of my face, just so he's really annoying. Really do something. This one? No. Not that one. Is it this one? Yeah. So, I think we'll probably go right, because the party will probably assume that maybe we'll be able to link this up. So, let's roll a d20 and see what we get. 20. So that's a T, straight T, right, hall. I don't know what a hall. Oh, Americans call it a hall, don't they? As in like a corridor is a hall. Whereas in England, a hall is like a big auditorium. So back when I was a youth, I would have we'd have assembly in the hall. Where's that tiny thing? Can't see it because, of course, it's here. Fuck off, piece of shit. Sorry, that was a fly being annoying. Right, so there's nothing in there. Oh wait, no, there's a separate table for quick hallway generator. Okay, let's roll on here. 13. Obstacle. It's got a little door picture there. So what does it mean by obstacle? Chamber encounters, dead encounters, traps, quick start difficulty class. Oh. Right, okay. Affliction, poison, disease, curse, obstacle generator. Okay, let's roll here. 4. Sturdy. Reroll any subsequent checks. So at the end of this corridor is, I suppose, a locked door. We don't have a thief anymore. Do we have? Have we got? We got a warhammer. Got it. We've got a warhammer, but what's in the What's in the delving kit again? Let's have a quick look. Starting gear. Backpack, flint steel, torch, rations, iron spikes, grappling hook, rope. No crowbar. Always bring a crowbar, people. Always bring a crowbar. No crowbars. And the thief is dead, so they're not going to be any help. So I suppose we're just trying to bash through with the. Oh wait, no, our fighter has an axe. That'll probably do. Now because it's sturdy, we roll disadvantage, right? We've got +3 to a roll, and difficulty class generator, right? So let's see how difficult. 2. So that's susceptible. Reroll, but disadvantage on the save. We've already got a disadvantage, so we'll go for the one above it. So we'll be using for blue difficulty level. So I'll just show you the table for a second. Adobe. There you are. Helps if you can see the thing. So I found out what these are. So it's just like a difficulty class. So we'll be using a blue. Yeah. So we got susceptible, but that doesn't make much sense. So we'll go here. So the difficulty number is 14, and we're rolling disadvantage. I need to turn this off now. There you go. Shoo. Right. Oh, right. Well, yeah. They don't get through. Fine. That's a nuisance. So this door is clearly made out of something resistant to axe. Is it a magic door? 4. That's Shadowdark solo. I can't remember if highs are yes or highs are no. Highs are no. So no, it's not a magic door. It's just like a steel door, right? A metal door. Metal door. Fine. We'll come back this way and check out what's down this corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just set a little timer here. A little timer which I will invariably lose when it becomes useful. What's through the score? 14. So 14, what do we got? We quietly open the door. Well, we should probably, as always, listen up. So we've got 14 for the result. We should listen up the door. 12. I'd say that 12 is good enough to hear if something is behind the door. So we roll a 14, which is straight hall with obstacle. Oh, God. Okay. What's the obstacle? Obstacle. Here. Right. Let's see what this is. A 4 again. So, fucking 4 and a 6. Cave in. Okay. Damage and be knocked prone. Oh, so okay. So there is currently a rock fall. As we go through it, it sounds more like a trap than it does an obstacle. Anyway, I need balloon. Okay. Right, so I need to make a disadvantage against the cave-in. What's the difficulty number going to be? Difficulty class generator. Let's see. 14. 17. They're all going to die. So, and I should be rolling disadvantage. I mean, it's so likely to kill them anyway. I'm not going to roll disadvantage. Sinwin, Iran, Tinok. Target 17. None of them make it, so they all take 1d6 worth of damage. 6, so that's Sinwin's dead. 5. So Iran's almost dead. 1. Tinok is protected once again by their evil gods. I mean, I kind of think that's it, isn't it? I don't see these two deciding that carrying on is a good idea. So I suppose they're going to run away. Kind of the end of this initial party. They will run off, get 2 members, and come back. That seems like the most likely thing that's going to happen. It's a shame, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes, right? You kind of go down in the dungeon and you just get murdered by everything. Maybe it was a bit harsh going on with D, but the D feels a bit more exciting. They just got kind of unlucky, right? Oh, plus, hold on. No, even with a plus. Even with a +1 on the rolls, they oh wait, and yeah, even with the bonus to a roll, they were still done for. I think I'm gonna play some Traveller, and I've been looking at Star Wars again. I've been looking at the Fantasy Flight game again, but they're just such hard books to read. So yeah, oh my goodness, I've only been running this for like 20 minutes. I may as well merge this onto the end of the previous one and wrap the whole thing up all in one uninteresting and unwatchable bundle, I think. Maybe we'll just... this sheet's kind of a mess now. Let's print off another one. Let's print off another one. Let's just roll up some new characters. Download... what do we want? We want Shadowdark 4 characters. And we want to print it. Print. And we want landscape. Should we do that, or should we... Just like I said, these are a bit small. Let's do it. Let's do it. One thing that I'm kind of disappointed about in Shadowdark is they don't have inventory kits for during character creation. Printed with 2 pages out separately. That's annoying. Okay, so 2 new characters, and we will add these 2 on, right? So let's roll up the stat blocks first. Let's get a bit closer here. So we do 2d6 plus d4 plus 2, right? So that's 4, 3, 7, 9. So that's -1. 6, 4, 10, 12. 4, 7, 4, 11, 13. 6, 3, 9, 11. 4, 1, 4, 2, 6, 8. Goodness, this character's dog shit. Wow. 5, 7. Ugh. What on earth are they even good at? I suppose we could be a thief. Alright, next. 7, 4, 11, 13. Wow, okay, that's rough. 1, 2, 4, 6. 6, 8. 12, 14. I guess this is our wizard. Whoa. 4, 7, 8, 9. Oh wow. 9, 11. Right, okay. What are the mods for that? Statistics. Where are you? Statistic table. There we are. 1. So a 9 is a -1. A 12 is +1. Very generous. 13 is +1. That's nothing. That's -1. That's -2. 13 +1. 6 -2. 8 minus 1. 14 plus 2. Wisdom minus 1 and charisma 0. Okay. God, terrible characters. We look at what we're replacing. So this is going to be a thief. This will be a magic user. Okay. Thief. So we roll 2d6 for a talent. 7 plus 2 to strength, dex, or charisma. Well, it makes sense to give plus 2 to dex, doesn't it? 14 plus 2. Right. Magic user. Magic user. Oh, maybe one of them had a. Did either of them ever have a? No, one of them was a cult initiate, and the other one was a thieves guild. Yeah, that would have been nice. What do you do? What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was rolling for the thingy. 8. Gain advantage on casting one spell you know. Oh, that's because this game has stupid magic fucking casting nonsense. I can't be bothered with any of that noise. 5 plus 2 to intelligence stat or plus 1 wizard spell card. Probably plus 2 to intelligence. 14, 16. 16 gives us a plus 3. Okay. Background. This is where it just comes down to reality, but I just like playing BX when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. The thief for magic user. Magic user is occult initiative. Initiate even, not initiative. And the next one is 6, so an orphan. How unexciting. Level 1. Anything else interesting to roll on? Alignment, yeah, okay. So on a 1 they're chaotic, on a 2, 3 and 4 they're neutral, and on a 5 and 6 they're lawful. So we've got a lawful thief and a neutral wizard. Okay. Lawful. Neutral. Ancestry. So dwarf, goblin, elf. There was actually a random table for that somewhere. I don't know where it is. So I'll just roll a d6 because there's 6 of them. So the magic user is a dwarf. So I get plus 2 hit points, and the thief is an elf. So they get far sight, plus 1 bonus to attack rolls when ranged. Yeah. Fine. Plus 2 hit points. These are both 1d4 hit pointers, so that's 6 minus 1, 5. And this is 4 plus 1, 5. There you go. Not that it'll help them with the rolls that we were getting earlier. Cool. So that's them, pretty much. then the thief will have leather, sword, dagger. Oh wow, we don't have much room. Leather, sword, dagger, short bow, arrows. I can't be bothered to roll for cash and figure it out. I just have all you can afford is a piece of leather and then some gear. So torch, rations. Oh, they're a thief. So thief tools, crowbar. I've got a character in a Dogmanwood campaign, and he's got a sledgehammer, and he just refers to it as his universal door key. It has got him through many a door. If you're willing to make a lot of noise and clank your way through, it's a great way to go, really. Okay, the magic user will have the dagger, Delver kit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's kind of it, really. Starts off with 3 spells, right? Spell casting. You can cast spells. Thief. Thief class is a class that I consistently feel needs love to make it more interesting, or just getting rid of and having everyone that's what I did at one point. I just got rid of a thief and said anyone can do thief stuff because I like Conan conceptually, not always in practice. So starting spells, I always like having hold portal. Hold portal. That's interesting. Back in the day, you'd have hold portal and knock around about the same time. No, you didn't. Maybe. You've always thought that hold portal would be an italic skill, right? An italic spell, so it can be reversible. But apparently not. Only I think such things should be true. So sleep. Because, yeah. Charm person, because of course. And we'll take alarm. I think. Alarm. Range close. You touch an object such as a door threshold, setting a magical alarm on it. If any creature you do not designate while casting a spell touches or crosses, yeah, that is good. We will have that. I like alarm. I like a lot of utility spells. That's one thing that I quite like conceptually about Knave is the ability to the spell ability. The fact that all the spells are utility spells makes me happy. Oh, I thought it was. Can't wait till I've got the. Is it in here or is it in Shadowdark? No, it must be in there. I've completely forgotten what I was thinking about. It's gone. It's left me. It is elsewhere now. Oh yeah, I can't wait till I get the physical books out. I think it's a lot easier. I'll be able to like stick post-it notes all over it. That'd be great. I always think it's really funny when like the camera just doesn't bother picking up the mouth movements. I don't know whether or not that's because of a sensitivity on it or something. Almost certainly. I mean, that's definitely what it is, right? It's definitely down to the sensitivity on something. But it is annoying. This is one of the reasons why I kind of wanted it to broadly open on noise, because I mumble. You may have noticed. So yeah. Where are these name fragments? Everything's always in the last place you look. Ha 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 ha. I am funny. I'm not really. It's always that thing, right? You know, when anyone can be like pub funny or work funny. That's kind of easy because you've got so much context built up with you and like your colleagues and stuff. So no, this isn't wrong. So yeah, just being work funny is easy. Being actual funny is very hard. I expect. I wouldn't really know. I'm just talking rubbish. It's weird. I'm sure there's a table in here for names. But I can only find this character names one, which isn't what I'm looking for. Because that's like proper names, not sounds. This is magic. We're not interested in magic. We've already got magic. That's dice games and gambling. I'm sure I've complained about it already, but this game gives you XP for carousing. I'll never get it. I'll never get behind that. I always think new things should... Now this kind of does both, so it kind of does the good thing and it does the bad thing. So I think that you should gain opportunities and encounters through carousing. So you should get the offers of new quests or rumours or leads on new quests. You shouldn't get just experience for spending money. It's dumb. I don't know where that came from. But wherever it came from, it was dumb. So I don't... here we go. NPC names by syllables. This is the table. I don't know why it just says NPC names. 5 is core. Coren. Okay? The elf. Coren. And the dwarf. Why do you do this? Six. Coraborius. Coraborius. That's his name. So Coraborius for Dwarven magic user and Koren the Elven thief. That's a background kind of combination, isn't it? And then of course we have we still have Iran Torin and Tinok Turen. And I'm going to wrap this up here, and then maybe I'll merge 2 videos together and upload it. Or maybe I won't. We'll see. But it's been fun. I wish you happiness and joy. So, slime you later. Bye.